Welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are getting into a really nice grounding flow to help us get a little bit more present and a little bit more grounded in our body, in our day, and our week. So you can expect to work quite a bit into the legs, and anytime that there are points of contact with the ground, I invite you to really root down those points of contact and really establish a strong foundation with your body and the mat so that you can really start to kind of delve into that sensation of being grounded. So we are going to go ahead and get started on our backs today. Let's bring the feet nice and wide as the mat, and pigeon toe the toes in. So the toes are going to kind of spin towards one another, and then the knees can kind of cave in a little bit. And we'll bring our hands to our belly. So just allow yourself to place both hands on kind of the lower part of the belly here, and allow the eyes to close down. We'll start with a couple of cleansing breaths. So let's take a big breath in from the nose. Big sigh out. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. And seal off the lips, start to breathe in and out of the nose. Just feel the connection that you have with the ground beneath you. Feel the connection of your body with the earth that provides all of this foundation for you, for us. Start to visualize yourself kind of imprinting roots into the mat, into the ground beneath you. And allow those roots to supply your body with oxygen, with energy. Now start to bring the attention towards your body. Notice the rise and fall of the belly with each inhale and each exhale, and how the hands are kind of following suit. The hands are too rising and falling with the rise and fall of the belly. And keeping the connection of your hands to your belly, notice how that helps to bring more awareness to the body and more awareness to the breath. Now I want you to notice how the attention that you've brought to your body and to your breath helps you stay a little bit more present and a little bit more grounded in this moment. I invite you to keep that same awareness in your body and that same presence in your practice throughout the entire practice. And anytime that you feel like you're kind of losing your focus or losing your attention, allow yourself to bring yourself back by noticing your breath and by noticing the points of contact that you have with the ground. With your next inhale, let's slowly heel toe the feet together and give ourselves a big hug. So hugging the knees into the chest, and we'll find a gentle rock from side to side. Massaging into the lower back, feeling that support. We'll take a big breath in as we come through center. Exhale for a twist. Drop the knees to the left. Left hand rests over the right knee, and we'll look over the right shoulder as we stretch the right arm to the right. We'll take a big breath in, and then a big breath out. A big breath in, big breath out. With your next inhale, let's bring the knees, back through center. And as you exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Right hand rests over left knee. Look over the left shoulder as the left arm stretches to the left. And we'll take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. With your next inhale, hug the knees back in through center. Place your hands behind your thighs. You can blink the eyes open if you haven't already. And we'll just start to rock and roll ourselves forward and up into a seat for 3, for 2, and 1. Cross right ankle in front of left ankle for Sukhasana, easy seat. I really like to create kind of like a triangle shape here. So each knee is above the opposite foot. So we're not kind of like squeezing the feet in here. It just really helps to turn up the sensation in the glutes when we take the forward fold. So let's take a big breath. Stretch the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, cactus. Side stretch, inhale, left hand down, reach the right arm over to the left. Let's peek underneath that right arm and find a really beautiful line through the right side. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, twist. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, look over the left shoulder. Take an inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, stretch both arms all the way up through center. Exhale, fold forward, reach your hands all the way out in front of you. And just allow your sits bones to stay rooted, feeling a really beautiful stretch in that right glute. We'll take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, we'll come up into a seat, walk the hands all the way back into the body, and we'll start to shift the weight into the sits bones as you squeeze the knees into your chest. Uncross the ankles, make your way into Navasana. Your hands can come behind your thighs as you float your feet off of the ground. Now we can stay here. This is the first Navasana of the practice, so you really don't have to take it into more of a challenging variation quite yet. However, if you feel ready, you're welcome to reach your arms out in front of you. Let's squeeze the shoulder blades together. Create a really proud chest here as you squeeze the knees into the chest. And we'll take another 2. Good. Let's take one more big breath in. Exhale, we'll come back into that cross-legged seat. Left ankle crosses in front of the right this time. Again, try to create that triangle shape with your legs so each knee is kind of above or below the foot, or rather, each knee is above the foot. We're not coming into any kind of half lotuses here. So each knee is above the opposite foot. Sorry for that confusion. Let's take an inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, side stretch, right hand down, left hand over to the right. Stay for the exhale. Try to peek underneath that left arm. Let's take a big breath here. Exhale, twist, left hand to right knee. Walk your right hand behind you. We'll take a deep breath and find length in the crown of the head. Exhale, twist over that right shoulder. Good, let's inhale, stretch both arms up overhead. And exhale, fold yourself forward. Walk your hands all the way out in front of you. And allow the sits bones to stay rooted here. Let's take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Really, really nice. Slowly with your next inhale, we'll roll ourselves back up into a seat. And we'll come back into that Navasana for a second time. So send the weight into the sits bones, hug the knees into the chest, uncross the ankles. Hands can come behind your thighs as you float your feet up off the ground. And if you didn't already, maybe reach your hands forward this time as you breathe for 3. Proud chest. Squeeze the knees to the midline, another 2. And let's take a big breath in. Exhale, we'll cross the ankles, roll over the knees, and come into a tabletop position. If it was a little too much to cross the ankles and roll over the knees, then you can always swing your legs through one side and make your way into tabletop. Hands will rest underneath the shoulders and the knees will rest underneath the hips. Let's inhale for your cow pose. Drop belly, lift your tail, lift your gaze. Exhale for cat, round the spine, push the ground away. Inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round into your spine, push the ground away. And again, inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round into your spine and push the ground away. Inhale for a neutral spine. Let's tuck all 10 toes under. Exhale for your downward facing dog. Let's send the weight up and back. Pedaling out through the legs, we'll bend the right knee, keep the left leg extended, and really shoot the left hip back. And then switch. Left knee bends, right leg extends, shoot the right hip back. And switch, right knee bends, left extends. Switch, left bends, right extends. Good. See if you can extend both legs now. The heels don't absolutely have to touch the ground. However, really try to keep your chest pulling back to your thighs. Inhale, three-legged dog. Reach right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend into the knee and open into the hip. Let's take 3 circles in one direction with that right knee. And in the opposite direction. Good. Let's inhale to extend that right leg up. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. Let's drop the back knee to the ground. Interlace your fingers above the right thigh. Hug the inner thighs together. Feel like the right foot is pulling back. Left knee is pulling forward. Puff your chest up to the ceiling. Inhale, stretch the arms up high. Exhale, cactus into the arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, frame the right foot with both hands. We'll take an inhale, straighten into the right leg for your half split. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Inhale, extend into the right leg, half split. Exhale, bend into the knee. And inhale, extend into the right leg. Hold, breathe for 3. Try to tilt the sits bones to the space behind you. Keep an open chest. Another 2. Flex through the foot and lift up through the right kneecap. Activate through the right thigh. We'll take another inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, bend back into the left knee. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee, easy twist. Reach your right hand up to the ceiling and we'll breathe here. Another 2. Use the inner right thigh to squeeze the right knee to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand, step the left foot forward, fold over your legs, top of the mat. Let's take an inhale, come all the way up to standing, stretch the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, collect your hands together at your heart. Inhale, stretch up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hinge and fold yourself forward. We'll inhale for a half lift. Your hands can come to the ground or to the shins. Exhale, we'll step both feet back into a high plank. Let's hold here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the right knee to the ground here. We're coming into a supported side plank. So we'll kickstand the right foot over to the right and then lower the inner edge of the left foot down. We'll inhale, stretch that left hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach the left hand overhead. Option to stay here. For an added challenge, you can flex the left foot and float the left foot off of the ground. We'll hold here for 3. If you did lift the left foot, keep the foot flexed and keep the kick of the heel for 2. Squeeze through the glute. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, lower the left foot if it lifted. You'll take a big breath in here. Exhale, gates pose. Left hand leads the way to come to the left thigh and stretch that right arm overhead. Really, really nice. Let's take a big breath in right where we are. Stay for the exhale. Good. With your next inhale, bring the arms back out into shoulders height. Shoulders stack above the hips. Hands to the waist, and we'll spin the left toes to the back of the mat, finding a little bend into the left knee. We'll take an inhale, sink into that left knee here, finding a really nice stretch in the inner right thigh. Exhale, come back through center. Tuck the right toes under, so you're curling those right toes under, and sit the bum back to the right heel. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, press the hips forward. Exhale, bend deep into the left knee. Inhale, bring your hips back up. Exhale, sit back. 1 more time. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, sink into the left knee. Inhale, bring it back through center. Exhale, sit back. Good. With your next inhale, come back through center. Straighten back into the left leg, so those left toes will spin to the long edge of the mat, the same direction as your hips. Inhale, extend the arms out. Exhale, we'll windmill the hands down to the ground, and let's spin the right leg through center, extend it back, high plank, take a big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows back. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Really peel your chest open as you press into your hands. Exhale, send it all the way back into your downward facing dog, sending the sits bones up to the ceiling, and we'll take a big breath in, big breath out. Straight into the left side. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend to the left knee. We'll take 3 circles in one direction. 1, 2, and 3, and then opposite direction for 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Inhale, straighten the left leg up. Exhale, squeeze the knee to your chest and step the foot between the hands. Lower the back knee, untuck those toes, and interlace your fingers above the left thigh. Inhale to press the chest up towards the ceiling. Hug the inner thighs together. Really good. Inhale, stretch the arms up high. Exhale, cactus into the arms. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, frame the left foot with both hands. Inhale, half split, straighten into the left leg. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, straighten into the left leg, half split. Exhale, bend into the knee. And then inhale, straighten into the left leg, hold here. Good. Tilt the sits bones to the space behind you. Inhale. Exhale, keep your chest open. Inhale, flex into the left foot. Exhale, pull up on that left kneecap. Keep the leg active. Take another breath in. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Plant the palm of the right hand down, easy twist. Stretch the left hand up. Take a deep breath in right here. Exhale, use the inner thigh of that left leg to pull the knee into your chest as you spin and rotate your gaze and chest up to the ceiling. Another breath in. Exhale, lower left hand, step the right foot forward, fold over your legs, top of the mat. Inhale, stand all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, chair pose, sit low, hands to heart center. Really good. Send the weight into your sits bones and send the weight into your heels. We'll inhale, stretch the arms up high and breathe. Another 3. Squeeze the inner thighs together, but I want you to feel like your feet are pushing down and almost like you want to separate and drag the heels away from one another. Notice what that does in your legs. We'll take one more big breath in. Exhale, fold over your legs. Give yourself a moment to release. With your next inhale, let's find a half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back, high plank, hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the left knee to the ground, and we're gonna open up into that assisted side plank. So kickstand the left foot all the way behind you and lower the inner edge of the right foot down. Inhale, right arm will stretch up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach that right hand overhead, really nice. Flex the right foot. If you lifted the top leg last time, then you'll lift it here as well. You can, of course, stay here if that's what you did on the first side. Otherwise, you'll flex and float the right foot off of the mat for 3. Squeeze through the base of the right glute and kick through that right heel for 2. Really nice. Let's take another inhale. As you exhale, lower the right foot if it lifted. You'll take a big breath in. Exhale into that Gates pose. The right hand leads the way to the right leg, and that left arm will stretch up overhead. Let's take a deep breath in here. Press the hip bones to face the space in front of you. Gaze underneath that left arm. Good. We'll take a big breath as we come up through center. Arms reach out to the sides. And exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Really nice. Spin the right toes to look at the back of the mat and bend into that right knee. Curl the left toes under, so you're coming onto kind of the padding underneath your toes of the left foot. And you'll take a deep breath in, bend deeply into the right knee. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, sit the hips back to the left heel. exhale, come back up. 2 more times. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, center. Last time. Inhale to the right knee. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left heel. Inhale to center. Really good. Start to straighten into the right leg. Spin the right toes to face the same direction as your hips. Inhale, arms stretch out to the sides. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the ground and spin the rest of the body to face the front of the mat as well. High plank, step the left foot back to meet the right for your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga as you bend the elbows back. Inhale, peel the chest open, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the sits bones up and back to the ceiling. Really nice. Let's all take a big breath in. Nice big breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Really, really nice. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, round and curl it. Squeeze the knee to your nose and step the foot between your hands. Good. Setting up for high crescent lunge. So I want you to set the weight and the connection of the ground into your feet here. Ground through the sole and the ball of the right foot. Really feel the right heel pressing into the mat. And then the ball of the left foot is really, really rooted here. Come onto your fingertips and then float your hands off of the mat here. We're just hovering for a moment. Feel the strength on the legs. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Beautiful. Extend through the sides of the waist. Nice deep bend in that right knee. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, cactus into your arms. Inhale, peel the chest open, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, reach back, interlace the fingers. Deep breath to really stretch through the arms here. Exhale, hinge forward, roll on the back toes and float the left foot off the ground. Warrior 3, hold for 3. Good. See if you can float the bind off of your glutes for 2. Keep the left leg in the line of your chest. Press down with that right big toe. Inhale. Good. Making your way out into warrior 2. First unravel the hands, then step the left foot all the way back. Warrior 2. Really, really nice. Nice deep bend in that right knee. Inhale, straighten into the right leg. Reach the arms up high. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten into the right leg. Reach the arms up high. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reach up as you straighten. Exhale, warrior 2. Hang out here for a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach the right fingertips to the space behind you. So, so good. Let's take a big breath in. Keep the deep bend in the right knee. Exhale, side angle, right elbow to right thigh. Inhale, circle the left arm to the front of the house. Keep a nice squeeze in the right glute to push the right knee away from the midline. Try not to collapse into the right shoulder. Make room between right ear and right shoulder. Take a big breath in. Exhale, reverse warrior. This time straighten into the right leg into a sort of reverse triangle here. Let's take a nice big inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward, 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 and then release right hand to right shin and stretch the left hand up to the ceiling. Try to look up to the left thumb with your right eye. We'll take another 2. Beautiful. Let's take a big inhale. Slowly as you exhale, lower the left hand, bend into the right knee. Let's press both hands into the ground and send that right leg back. High plank. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, we'll send the hips up to the ceiling for a downward facing dog. Look forward. Lower right elbow, lower left elbow, dolphin pose. Press the chin to the chest and press the chest back to the thighs. Breathe here for 3. Try to press the sits bones to the ceiling. Breathe here for 2. Push into the forearms, push into the hands. Really connect with the points of contact that you have with the ground and allow yourself to lift up from those points of contact. You'll take an inhale to look forward. Exhale, lower the knees, puppy dog pose. We'll extend the arms all the way out in front of us. Melt your chest, chin, or forehead to the mat. We'll breathe here for another 3, another 2. Good, really nice. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, Sphinx pose. Press the hips down and forward. Keep the elbows underneath your shoulders. Really peel your chest open here. Legs are active. Squeeze through the glutes. We'll take a nice big breath. Exhale, fan out the elbows as you fold yourself all the way down. Palms of the hands underneath your shoulders. We'll tuck all 10 toes under. Let's take a big breath in. Active through the legs. So really squeeze through the glutes. Kick back through the heels as you take a nice big breath in. You can use your knees. We'll push up into a high plank. So either use your knees to press up into a plank and then lift the knees, or you can go all the way up. And we're meeting in down dog again. Let's take a big breath in here. Big breath out. Good. Let's inhale, stretch left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend into the knee, open into the hip. Take a nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, round and curl, hug that knee into your chest and step the foot between your hands. Again, we are rooting down through the ball of the left foot, through the left heel, and through that left big toe, as well as the ball of the right foot. Slowly float your fingertips off of the ground. Really allow yourself to kind of pull the energy from the points of contact from the feet, and then inhale, high crescent lunge. Really good. We'll take a big breath, strengthen and lengthen through the sides of the waist. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, tilt the chest up a little higher. Exhale, stretch the arms back and interlace the fingers behind you. Inhale, really pull the arms as far back as you can. Exhale, look forward, making your way to warrior 3. Hinge at the hips, start to drag the back foot up and back, floating it off the ground. Hold for 3. See if you can keep the bind lifted from the glutes for 2. Keep the left big toe rooted on the mat. Keep the right glute active, right leg lifted for another inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. First, release your hands. Step the right foot all the way back and circle your arms out into that warrior 2 shape. Really good job. Let's take an inhale, straighten into the left leg, arms stretch up. Exhale, nice deep bend. Inhale, straighten into the left leg, arms reach up. Exhale, nice deep bend. And again, inhale, straighten into the left leg. Exhale, nice deep bend. Hang out here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reverse warrior, flip the left palm, reach it to the space behind you. We'll take a big inhale right here. Big breath out. Good. Extended side angle, left elbow to left thigh. Reach the right arm forward with your inhale. Good. Again, create space between left ear and left shoulder. Don't sink into it. Keep a nice deep bend in the left knee and squeeze the glute so that the knee pushes out to the left. Find that beautiful line in the right side. Let's take an inhale right here. And exhale, we're gonna come into that reverse warrior again, only this time extend into the left leg, so like a reverse triangle. Let's take a big breath in through the left side, open through your chest. And as you exhale, triangle, reach forward, forward, forward. And then release the left hand to the left shin. I kind of felt like I wanted to pull in the right foot a little bit. You can heel toe the right foot into the midline and find length here through the crown of the head. So a lot of times when people are coming into triangle, I see something like this. So I see like a rounding of the spine in an attempt to reach further down. Try to avoid this. You can bring your hand up higher and think of sending the right hip back and the crown of the head to the front of the house so that you can really extend through the spine and then reach up and tilt your gaze up to the right thumb. Really good. Let's take another inhale right here. Exhale, lower the right hand, wide-legged forward fold. So you're gonna turn all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat. Really good. The hands followed. We'll bring our hands into our heart center, and we're taking 3 bends for each knee. So you'll take an inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend into the left. Exhale, extend. 2 more for each. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Last time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Really good. Release your hands down to the ground. And we'll take a big breath in just to find some length in the spine. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you and pull your chin into your chest. I want you to think of kind of like a wide-legged down dog, essentially. So the sides of the waist extend as the arms extend forward here. Let's all take a big breath in. And we're coming into a twist. The right arm will thread underneath the left arm. Reach for anywhere on the left leg as you twist underneath the left arm here. Let's take 2. And a big breath in. Beautiful. With your next inhale, unravel, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right arm. Grab anywhere on the right leg with the left hand and twist as you breathe here for 2. Another inhale. Beautiful job. With your next inhale, unravel that left arm and spin the hands to the front of the mat. We'll step the left foot back from your high plank. Let's take an inhale. Exhale for your down dog. Look forward, lower left elbow, lower right elbow. For your dolphin pose, pull your chin into your chest and press the ground away from you with your forearms. And we'll breathe here for 3. Don't worry about extending your legs. It's okay if your heels are not touching the ground. Prioritize pressing into the forearms. Push your shoulder blades, almost like you want to hike the shoulder blades up into the ears or up into the neck. And really press your chest back to your thighs. Let's all take another inhale. Exhale, lower the knees. And puppy dog pose, you guessed it. We'll extend the arms all the way forward and melt your chest and chin to the mat. Let's breathe here. Another 3, 2, and we'll take another inhale. Good. With your next inhale, come back into that Sphinx pose. Your legs are active, elbows are underneath your shoulders. Press your chest forward. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, fan out the elbows, forehead to the ground for a moment. We're taking the same transition as before. We'll push up into a high plank, so you can use your knees if you need them. Otherwise, we are going to keep the knees lifted. Curl all 10 toes under. Activate through the legs already as you inhale here. Hug the navel to the spine. Exhale, press up, high plank, and downward dog. Beautiful. Let's all take a big breath in right here. And a big breath out. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand and the left foot outside of the left hand. Toes are kind of angled out, and sit your hips down into Malasana. Yogi squat. Hands will meet together at our heart center. And we'll just hang out here for a moment. I like to shift one weight from one foot to the other, almost like I'm rocking from side to side here. I find that it really helps with some ankle mobility. I find that it really helps just with hip mobility. Really good. And we'll take a deep breath in and an exhale out. Squeeze into the glutes. Feel the opening in the hips as you allow the knees to open out. With your next inhale, open the right arm out to the right. Keep the right arm on the inside of the right knee and reach the left leg up to the ceiling. Let's take a nice big breath in, big breath out. Inhale here. And exhale, hands together to your heart. Let's take another inhale. Exhale to the opposite side. Left arm opens to the left. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the right, or up to the ceiling rather. Let's take a deep breath in. And another inhale. Good. Let's collect the hands together at the heart. Release your hands behind you and sit the bum down to the ground here. Really good. Soles of the feet onto the mat. Let's inhale to stretch the arms out in front of us. Exhale, roll down as slowly as you possibly can. Really nice. Cross right ankle over left thigh for reclined pigeon. Hug the left knee in as you breathe here. You can grab behind the left thigh or over the left shin for a deeper stretch. Allow the right knee to actively kind of press away from the chest here. We'll take another 2. Really good. Let's take another deep breath in. Beautiful. Set the left foot down to the ground. Extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Grab behind the right thigh and gently tug the right knee in, or the right leg rather, in. Keep the right leg extended, and if you feel like you want a deeper stretch, you can climb your hands up a little higher on the leg towards the ankle to pull the leg in a little bit closer to your body. Now we'll take another 2. Try to bring your shoulder blades to the ground. Oftentimes I find that people are kind of like trying to pull through the elbows and through the arms, but instead try to keep the shoulder blades glued. Really nice. And then gently release that right foot down to the ground. Let's cross the left ankle over the right thigh. And again, we'll come into that same bind. So either grab for behind the right thigh or over the right shin with both hands. Actively press the left knee away from the midline and away from the body, feeling a really nice stretch into the left glute. We'll take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Gently set the right foot back down, extend the left leg up to the ceiling, and interlace your hands behind the left thigh, gradually and gently tugging the leg towards the body. And again, you can climb your hands up towards the ankle. And again, really try to focus on keeping just the shoulder blades kind of glued to the mat versus trying to actively kind of like pull the leg towards you. Instead, try to work on keeping a really long spine, kind of held chest, held arms. A really great teacher once told me that even in the restful poses, even in Shavasana, we keep a sense of integrity. We at no point completely kind of let ourselves, quote unquote, go. And then gently release. Now we will finish up with a reclined butterfly supta badha konasana. So the soles of the feet will come together and the knees will come apart, hands to the belly once again. We'll all take a big breath in through the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Allow yourself to be completely restful here. Relax the forehead, relax the eyes, relax the cheeks, and relax the jaw. Finding comfort and stillness, finding awareness and presence in being. Allow yourself to just be as you are here on the mat, in your body, in your breath. As the belly rises and falls, as you drink up any last bits of energy from the roots that you have connected to the mat. Allow yourself to sustain the sense of being, the sense of presence that you have instilled throughout your practice. Allow yourself to carry it with you as your day goes on, moving forward and onward. With your next inhale, allow your knees to hug back into your chest. Give yourself another squeeze here. We'll roll to one side into a fetal position. And when you feel like you're ready, we'll make our way into a comfortable seat. Collecting the hands together at the heart. Let's take another big breath in through the nose and sigh out. Inhale the thumbs to your third eye, recognizing mind, intellect, intuition. Exhale, bow the chin to the chest, recognizing light, life, and love within. Thank you so much for taking the time to move your body today. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in that. I really hope that this class was helpful in creating a space that you feel a little bit more present, a little bit more grounded, and a little bit more here and now in your body. If you liked this class and you want to see more classes like it, then please don't forget to drop me a comment, like this video, or maybe share this video with a family member or a loved one. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.